Today on Rock the Park, we're bundling up
Shoot.
to explore the frozen wonders of our national parks.
Oh, here goes the cloud. Oh, yeah.
We're scaling new heights.
Oh, man.
Exploring down under.
Look at how blue that is.
And hanging out everywhere in between.
This is crazy.
And it all starts right now.
Oh, man.
I'm Jack Stewart.
And I'm Colton Smith. We've been buddies for years, and we love exploring the national parks.
It's all about packing up a car and just doing it, just hitting the road.
Our goal is to visit every national park in this country.
And when you go off the beaten path like we do,
There's no telling what will happen next.
get set to rock the park. Exploring national parks gives us a new appreciation for nature in all its forms and moods. Winter turns familiar territory into a strange and awesome new world, and no place proves that better than Yellowstone National Park.
Yellowstone is one of the most visited national parks, but not in the wintertime.
That's because the park receives an average of 150 inches of snow per year, so most of the park roads are closed. Just getting around is a challenge, and it's also a lot of fun.
Look at this beast.
These snow coaches are heavy duty. They're like a bus, but with tracks like a snowmobile so they can plow through snow. Most of the major sites like Old Faithful and Mammoth Hot Springs are open year-round and accessible by snow coach.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Look at that thing pumping.
This is Black Growler Steam Vent, one of the geothermal features caused by an active supervolcano beneath Yellowstone. The volcano heats groundwater until it erupts as steam. And the steam clouds get bigger and more billowy when the air is cold.
Oh, here
coming
goes
right
the
at us.
cloud. Oh, yeah. Hey,
That's
maybe warm
nice,
up a little
actually.
bit, yeah. I'll take any warmth I can get. All right, let's get down there.
Okay.
As the steam clears, we catch sight of the boardwalk.
It's kind of fun. It's this perfect little path that takes you through almost this alien zone of geysers, hot springs, and all these other geothermal features. I start to see what looks like a stream, but it's bright green. Different temperatures produce different color bacteria. Green's pretty hot, but it's not as hot as the other ones where you get into the blues.
The bright colors are a result of thermophiles, microorganisms that thrive in super hot temperatures. Blue water can be more than 200 degrees.
It's so cool how you can, just by color, tell the temperature.
Yeah.
And you know it's bacteria or algae because they're the only things that can survive in water this hot.
Back on the snow coach, we see another familiar Yellowstone attraction.
Oh, man. Look at the size of those two guys.
Big.
You can tell that they're both males because they are gigantic.
Those guys are at least 2,000 pounds. Bison have to eat 10% of their body weight a day to survive the winter.
That's almost 200 pounds of grass a day. They use their broad heads and powerful neck muscles to sweep away the snow to get at it.
Oh my gosh, he's
man.
running.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's booking it.
I have never seen a bison run like that before.
Oh, man.
Oh.
He's taking off.
And that's why you don't want to get too close to those guys.
Bison can run up to 35 miles per hour, and they are much more agile than they appear.
Now, agile is not the word that comes to mind when Jack straps on a pair of cross-country skis.
Hey, I did all right. And you kind of have to, given it's the best way to get deeper into Yellowstone during the winter time. All right, let's let it be known here that I have never gone cross-country skiing in my life. Shoot.
Gliding through winter woods gives us a chance to get one-on-one with nature.
Ooh, man. We've got a coyote.
He's coming right towards us.
Hey, get out of here.
He looks like he's got something in his mouth.
This guy's more interested in the dinner he must have scavenged from a nearby kill than he is in us.
That was so crazy.
In winter, when food is scarce, it seems everyone is more bold about hanging out in plain sight.
As we're cruising along, we spot some elk up on a hillside to the left.
In the summer months, there's over 25,000 elk here in Yellowstone, but in the winter, you generally don't find elk at this elevation because finding food is tough.
I don't see any bulls, do you?
No, I don't.
We were wondering where the bull was that should have been with those females up on the hill. Well,
Question has been answered.
oh my gosh, there's a huge, huge bull elk right down there.
Oh my gosh, that's a big boy. Holy cow, look at the rack on that guy.
So what we're gonna do is just go along the left side, do it quick, and we're out of its hair.
Yep, let's go now.
Luckily for us, he seems preoccupied.
Just going to our campsite, buddy. Oh my gosh, is he big?
For a lot of people, the most popular way to explore Yellowstone in winter is from the seat of a snowmobile. We're in Hayden Valley.
Ooh, looks like Colton spots something off to the right.
Oh yeah, you can see his tail. That's a fox.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Red foxes eat mice, voles, and other critters that, in winter, are burrowing under the deep snow.
Oh, he hears something. See him tiptoeing?
Oh yeah, he's definitely looking for something.
He can hear it. Foxes, they've got this really keen sense of hearing. And so when there's something underneath the snow, they can sense it. He's getting ready to pounce. Watch him. Here he goes.
Oh, we did it! Oh, man! Yeah!
Oh, that was awesome.
Winter here in Yellowstone is harsh. And to be able to survive, you need to adapt. And you gotta have some skills like that guy, because without that sense of hearing, you go hungry.
There he goes again.
Oh, my gosh.
Yellowstone transforms into a completely different world in winter.
But there are other parks where things stay frozen pretty much year-round.
Oh man.
You don't need to wait until winter to find frozen landscapes in our national parks. Just head for the mountains. The highest mountain in North America is Denali in central Alaska. At more than 20,000 feet, Denali's peak is always covered in snow.
And just to get to its base camp, you have to fly in and land on the massive 44-mile-long Kahiltna Glacier.
Looking at the summit of Denali, the tallest peak in North America, just gives you goosebumps. I take one step out, whoa, and my jaw literally drops.
These are mountains, dude. Oh man.
These are mountains!
We're here to climb the peak nicknamed the Control Tower because of the way it looms over the landing strip. It's a 2-mile climb, and most of the way, we'll be trying to avoid falling into crevasses. These are cracks in the ice that often go down hundreds of feet. That's why our guide, Jeremiah, insists we learn how to save ourselves should we ever fall in.
Here's how it will look. Walking along, somebody yells, falling as fast as I can. Stomp my feet in, lift up on my shaft, and now I have 3 good points of contact.
Jack is lowered into the crevasse, and I practice my self-arrest move, which anchors me to the snow and keeps Jack from falling any further.
I got him. I got him.
I'm dangling at least 80 feet above the bottom of the crevasse, and for all we know, the snow could be concealing another drop below that.
Next thing I gotta do is put my foot loop on. What this thing does is it allows me to step up and basically climb this like a ladder.
Now, I don't know how long I can stay in this position.
Oh man.
Because I can feel Jack dangling on the other end.
It hurts. Oh, it's definitely digging into my hips. All right. Think I'm ready to ascend. Oh. Ugh.
How you doing, Jack?
Finding a rhythm, I think.
Good, yeah. It's no easy feat, is it?
No, it is not. All right.
How was it?
It was pretty nuts. I mean, at first, I was kind of flailing all over the place, but once I got in that groove, it was pretty easy.
We switch places and Colton gives it a shot. And by the next day, we're ready for the real thing.
As we're walking, you just see these huge holes next to you. And then as you put your ice axe into the snow, it just slides in easy.
Ooh. Which means there could be a crevasse just under the surface.
It's a little spooky. There is fog everywhere. It's really hard to see where we're going.
Oh, man. Ooh. Every step we go, it gets steeper. And then we turn around and see the weather rolling in.
We are caught up in a storm on the top of this mountain right now. When we reach the ridgeline, a break in the clouds gives us an incredible view.
I have to take my sunglasses off to make sure this is real.
Whoa. This is much steeper than I thought it was from down at the bottom. Whew.
It's just another 72 vertical feet to the top of the mountain, but conditions are getting worse.
So I'm shaking right now up on this ridge, trying to keep myself in one place, and all of a sudden we just hear this thunderous roar. Ooh, man. There's a massive avalanche coming down the peak of Hunter.
Mount Hunter is less than 2 miles away, and that avalanche is a little too close for comfort.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. Man, that is nature's power right there.
There's not a static situation on any of these peaks. They change multiple times throughout the year and sometimes even multiple times throughout the day. And I think that maybe this would be a good high point for us.
Sometimes you gotta know when to stay put and stay safe. In Denali, we made the right decision to stay where we were.
Other times, you need to know when to push yourself, like we did in North Cascades National Park in Washington State. The park's 300-plus glaciers have carved out a mountain range so dramatic it's often called the American Alps. We'll be climbing 7 miles straight up to the peak of Sahaly. It's a 2-day trek with our guide Martin.
At above 4,000 feet, we hit the snow and ice and eventually a mile-wide glacier with several crevasses. I'm looking to my left and I see a crevasse that goes down further than I can even see.
This was our first serious mountain climb, and it was my first time really confronting my fear of heights. We come up on this ridge. Oh, man. And I peer over, and I see what is on the other side, and it is just this massive cliff that drops off thousands of feet.
How you feeling?
I'm nervous. I'm incredibly nervous right now.
It's time to do this. We start heading up, and Martin's in front, Jack's in the middle, and I'm in back. And so every step that Jack and Martin take, I just try to step exactly where they're going. And the entire time up the first ridge, I don't look once at the cliff or anything else around me.
I am absolutely terrified right now.
I'm gonna go for that. Oh my gosh.
There we go. Okay. Nicely done.
Hold on, just hold on, dude. Step down in here. Woo!
Oh my
Nice
God.
job, dude. Woo! We did it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow. It's incredibly spiritual to overcome such a deep fear. It's hard to put into words. It's something where you gotta test your own limits and you gotta see it for yourself. Oh man, I could almost break down into tears right now because that was a big feat for me. Sahaly was our first technical mountain climb. We knew it would push our limits, but it also made us want to set our sights even higher.
And in some cases, lower. Which means we found ourselves in even more challenging situations.
This is crazy.
When it comes to frozen landscapes, nothing compares to Alaska. There are lots of national parks, preserves, and monuments.
Including one of the first parks we ever explored, Glacier Bay.
Oh, right there.
There we go.
Man.
25 glaciers come down from the mountains to the shores of Glacier Bay. Glaciers are the ultimate frozen landscapes. And while there's nothing quite like the experience of watching such massive chunks of ice calve into the sea, there's definitely something to be said about getting to explore one inside and out. In Wrangell St. Elias National Park, we got to go underneath the Kennecott Glacier.
Wow. Look at this. Whoa. Look at how blue that is.
Oh, man. Whoa.
bright and vibrant, and there's not even that much light that's getting in here, but I guess when you're at the bottom of the glacier where the densest ice is, yeah.
Dense ice absorbs every other color of the spectrum except blue, so blue is what we see. These tunnels are created by rivers of melting ice flowing down from the glacier's surface. Sometimes the melting water carves a moulin, a giant drain from the glacier's top to its bottom. Falling into one is deadly.
Oh, I can't even see the bottom.
Yeah, you won't until we drop you in.
Oh,
The only safe way to go down into the heart of a glacier is to be lowered by ropes and then use crampons and ice axes to climb back out. Jack's going first.
I'm on the rope and I start to go down. And then finally, I'm over the lip.
And now we can see the bottom and the roaring torrent of water.
This is crazy. I can't even describe this. I'm hanging out over this deep, dark abyss in a glacier in Alaska.
I've reached the level where the compressed ice turns that amazing, vibrant shade of blue. Thing is, ice gets harder when it's compressed, and I still need to climb out.
Here goes nothing.
This is what I was afraid of. Finally, the blade sinks in about ½ an inch, but most of my weight is on the crampons. Coming up turns out to be faster and easier than I thought.
So when it's my turn, Jack tells me to try going even deeper into the moulin.
You got it, dude. Whoa!
At first, I can't seem to get a grip. Thank goodness for the rope.
oh my gosh. This is incredible. You can feel the drops of water coming down all around you. Woo! I could probably sit right here and stare at this forever, but I should probably start climbing. Because it's gonna get cold real fast. Wow, look at this ice. Woo!
Pretty sweet, right?
Oh my gosh, is that amazing?
Yeah.
Amazing! What a wonderful world!
Wrangell St. Elias is in a world of its own, and it's pretty great to be able to explore glaciers there year-round.
But there's also something to be said for watching the seasons change so close to home.
Well, this is crazy. I was not expecting this.
Well, it looks like the end of the world, is what it looks like.
Jack and I grew up in Minnesota, right next to Lake Superior, the world's largest body of fresh water.
Now, it's impressive in the summer,
Oh, man.
but it's spectacular in the winter. At Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore on Michigan's Upper Peninsula, a day at the beach in January means snowshoes instead of sandals.
Wow. Oh, man.
Whoa.
I was not expecting this.
Wow.
It's such a drastic and crazy landscape.
Well, it looks like the end of the world, is what it looks like. You look around, I mean, it doesn't look like much could survive out here.
But lots of animals do. More than 700 gray wolves live here on the Upper Peninsula. They are second only to humans in their ability to adapt to such extreme environments. One of those human adaptations is figuring out how to find fish in the dead of winter. This is our first time ice fishing. The ice here on West Bay needs to be at least 7 inches thick to safely walk on. Local outfitter Dennis Weaver says it's just at that point.
Yesterday was the first day that we felt comfortable enough to go out and test the ice.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to even walk out there?
We'll get a big chunks frozen out there, and then those winds will start blowing them around, and they'll break up a little bit.
Once the hole is made, the shelter is up, and the hook is baited, the hardest part is waiting.
Man, I gotta say, this is slow going.
Patience.
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 We had patience, but Lake Superior did not.
All right, guys, I'm starting to hear some cracking on the ice. The winds are picking up.
And he tells us that the currents have shifted, the ice is cracking, and we're in danger.
I think it's time to pack up and move on out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let's play it safe.
When you're dealing with frozen landscapes, expect the unexpected. Whether it's ice breaking up, an avalanche coming down, or wildlife turning up where you'd never expect to find them. That's the beauty of seeking out adventure in our national parks.
It's what keeps us bundling up and heading out to these amazing places, no matter the season. And remember,
Hey, if we can do it, so can you!
so the next chance you get, go out and rock the park. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave any questions or comments that you have.
And please subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more to come.